What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk, and we are looking at the uniforms for Unrivaled. They're about to get started January 17th. So they got about 2 weeks, and then we're going to see what we're going to see. Now, I am not the biggest 3-on-3 basketball fan. Did not like what I saw in the All-Star game, the WNBA All-Star game, nor did I really pay attention to the Olympics. I tried to watch it. I got not even halfway through it, and it was like, this is not for me. Never watched the Big Three, Ice Cubes thing. But because I am a fan of the WNBA and women's college basketball, I'm going to give this a legitimate shot. I'm going to watch a couple games and see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to turn it off. That's simple. But me being a graphic designer, I do wanted to give my opinions on these uniforms. Because if this league is going to be successful, you got to capture people's attention. You got to be able to sell some merch. And this is where it starts. So I'm on the website right now, and we are going to take a look at the logos and the unis. So, and we are going to start with the laces. Now, looking at the laces, first of all, I like the font that they've got, the shoestring like font. I think that's pretty cool. All right, the first thing, we got the laces. And I like the laces font. I think that's pretty dope. A lot easier to read. I like the color scheme with like the powder or pastel blue, I guess that is, or almost like a turquoise. And the reddish orange, almost like a rust orange on the outline with the white. I think that pops pretty good. I like the color scheme. I like the logo. And I'm giving the laces a 6 out of 10. And next we have the mist. Now, when I first looked at the logos, I saw the jersey first. I did not see the logo, right? So honestly, this kind of looks like a beer logo with the mountains in the background and everything. Kind of hard to represent mist in like font or something like that. So I'm okay with like the powder blue or the sky blue color and the plain Jane font. I'm good with that. I like the mountains. I like what this logo looks like as opposed to what's on the jersey, because the jersey is very plain. So if we go back, jersey is very plain. And it's almost, and it's just the powder blue. They look like the Chicago sky almost, right? But very easy to read. I like the powder blue. I like the dark blue on top of the powder with the white stroke. So I'm good with that. The logo was pretty good with the mountains and everything. And it does remind me of like a beer, something you just find on a beer can or something. Mist beer or something goofy like that. But after seeing this logo and then seeing the jerseys, I like this a little bit better. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. And let's go to, this is my all-time favorite with this right here. I think the rose is the best logo in the group. I like the basketball in the middle with the rose petals. You got the pink petals falling in the background. I like this little animation, how they got it going. But I do like this logo. I would think that they would have put a little bit more red, because when you think of roses, you think of color red. But I do like this kind of pastel pink, almost peach color. And the green. I know the AK is going to be happy about this. But yeah, I like this logo the best. I'm not crazy. I wish they would have went with the reds or a harder pink with the color scheme. But as far as the logo goes, I do like this logo the best. So I'm gonna give the Rose Basketball Club the logo 8 out of 10. And now we are at the Lunar Owls. Now the jerseys are, in my opinion, are god awful. I do not like the jersey. And I'm not, hold on, let me let this play out. Yeah, I'm not even liking this animation because they didn't put a light source on the logo. Like, you should have put some emission materials on it so the owl could pop. Maybe the yellow part, I'm guessing that's supposed to be like the moon, the owl sitting in front of the moon. Like put in the mission so it looks like the moon is lit up so you can see the owl a little bit better. I don't like this, and now I'm beefing on the animation because they didn't animate it right. They don't have the lighting correct. But this logo is okay. The logo is okay. The jerseys, I'm not feeling the jerseys at all. That is, yeah, that's a problem. I'm not feeling. If you're talking about selling merch, I ain't buying that at all. Not even close. Now the thing with the owl on it, maybe they might have some different treatments of it that you can see on a shirt or something like that. But that jersey right there, nah, that's not getting it done. This right here, this owl, that's okay. Looks a little bit better, like right there. But come on, man, come on, animation team, give me some light. So I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. All right, Lunar Isles. Now we're at the Phantoms. Lord have mercy. We are at the Phantoms. See that? See, there's a light source at the top. You see the shadow underneath. If you're gonna animate it, put the logo in the light. You know, but not a big fan of that either. The font is not doing it for me at all. Not a big fan of that, plain Jane. Now I will say this: if they have white on black unis, people just love black, so they'll the white font on the black unis would sell. But I'm not a fan of that font, and yeah, the whole sheet ghost thing. Again, there's a couple different treatments they probably could have went with that. Yeah, not happy with that. To me, that looks like another corporate decision where the corporate vote outweighs the creative vote in this situation. Because you can't tell me somebody creative was happy with that. There had to be some other treatments that they were thinking about, and I would love to see them. But this one, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. And finally, we got the vinyl. Now, this is my second favorite. I like that. I like the record logo. That's kind of dope. Now, as a guy, I would buy that logo because it doesn't have the flowers on it, doesn't have the pastel and the colors. So I could see more guys really getting into this logo. I like the grooves on it with the brushed metal texture to make it look like the grooves in the record. And then you got the obvious graphic grooves on each side of the record. I think that's kind of dope. You know what you're looking at. I think maybe they could have went with a little bit more of a retro font where they spell out vinyl. I understand why they did that. I just kind of wish they would have went with maybe a different type of retro, but it's kind of plain Jane, very bold, very easy to read. And immediately I like the one at the top, like up here with the record. I wish they would have showed that a little bit more here, but I like the basketball being in the center of the record. That's a good design choice. So if I were to buy a hat or a shirt, this would be my first choice. This would definitely be my first choice. So this one, I'm also going to give an 8 out of 10. So, and that's about it. So they're going to start playing on January 17th, but that was my review. You know, as a graphic guy, as a graphic designer, I do 3D work, you know, Illustrator, Photoshop, all of that type of stuff. So this type of stuff interests me. And this is what is going to drive the league because they have to sell the merch. They got to have things that attract people. And you want to see kids, women's basketball teams wearing this merch out and about. So, you know, the rose is my favorite logo, but if I were to buy a hat or something, I'm buying vinyl. As a man, I'm buying vinyl. It is what it is. We got it. Got the 6 teams, and they're going to get started in about 2 weeks. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a legit shot, give my honest opinion, so there you'll have some reviews coming when the season starts, and we're going to see what it is. So, mark your calendar, stay tuned, because we're going to have some fun with this one. Peace.